On this episode,
welcome to the outskirts of sanity.
This ain't your grandfather's soapbox derby.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Although these guys could be your grandfather if insanity runs in your family.
With respect, I see where he got it.
It's a sliding scale of insanity.
Isn't it?
What happens to risk addicts and stunt junkies that, get old? If you've spent your whole life finding ways to laugh at danger, what do you do in your twilight years? Do you kick back and let go of the adrenaline rush? Or do you do something like this? And what is this? Extreme gravity racing. These are gravity cars, and they are the preferred mode of transportation of two aging race car drivers who simply refuse to slow down.
Hey, how are you?
How are you doing?
I'm okay,
Thank
thanks.
you for coming.
Where am I exactly?
Nobody really knows for sure.
This is your house, isn't it?
Yes. But don't tell anybody.
You're in charge of an organization. The organization is called?
I'm in charge of disorganization.
Okay, and the disorganization here is officially, it's Misfits.
The Misfits.
What's Misfits stand for?
Maryland Independent Soapbox Federation and Incline Trial Society.
And today you're having what, an annual race, a monthly
This is
race?
a monthly race. This is our championship points race.
Yeah?
We do 10 a year, and this is our second race for this year.
So the plan is simple. I'm going to learn how to drive one of these things, and if all goes well, race alongside the other misfits. Or at least try.
So we might hit 45, 50.
It'll feel like 100.
Well, you're this close to the ground, right?
Well, certain parts of it.
Yeah, right.
So it's going to feel out of control most of the time.
Super.
What Fran and Fred are doing here is motivated entirely by something they bonded over years ago. Need for speed.
This is us.
Tell me what I'm looking at here.
This is a Formula Atlantic car.
What's that mean? That's 200 miles an hour.
224 at Pocono,
Which one's you?
the red car.
And that's you, Fred, over here? Sure.
Yeah.
And you're over 200 miles an hour right here.
Fran and Fred became fast friends many moons ago on the circuit known as Formula Atlantic Racing, a sport with all the gear of Formula One, but not so much of the glamour.
We'd rather be doing this, but we ran out of money.
Well, why don't we get me fitted, or whatever it is you want to do with me? You're in charge, okay? So I got just...
We're all in trouble if that's the case.
all right, then it's official. We're all in terrible, terrible trouble. See, as a rule, any car you can lift doesn't fill me with confidence. I'm assuming this is the only sensible way in.
If there was any sense involved in this, you wouldn't be here.
Yeah, the word sensible really, I didn't notice it on your Facebook page.
You never, ever want to touch the brakes.
Okay.
Because this whole thing is about momentum and maintaining that momentum.
This is what's in any race car that you look at on TV. Everything slides into there.
And by everything, Fred means the 5 belts converging on the one buckle. It's called the 5-point system, and it's easy to operate.
So this guy's first, crotch. Okay.
Next is the other shoulder.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Got a problem here, Mike.
Of course we do.
See what I mean? Practically buckles itself.
The belts in the other car are a lot easier than this.
It'd have to be.
Pull it. There you go. Latch it down. There you go.
Well, I'm not sure I feel any safer, but on the positive side, I certainly don't feel any smarter.
Can you breathe?
Yes.
They're not tight enough.
Hopefully, figuring out how to drive this thing will be easier than figuring out the seatbelt.
We're good to go. You ready?
Ready.
To be clear, this is just a test run.
3, 2, 1. You lost about a half a second.
I'll make up for it.
My insurance broker thought it wise that I try it first in order to understand exactly what I was getting myself into. What I now understand is that it's really fast and really hard to control.
I think he's got an idea now of how out of control it is.
I don't think anybody's gone that far.
Get it?
And that was just the bunny hill. The actual race will take place on a double black diamond. Like surfboards or jet skis or snowmobiles, Gravity cars are location dependent, so we're off in search of a hill, ideally in the middle of nowhere. So I'm in the middle of who knows where, Maryland, with a group of thrill-seeking misfits about to do something completely ill-advised.
Welcome to the outskirts of sanity. I'll see you at that juncture of mayhem, chaos, and regret.
Perfect.
Misfits is actually an acronym. It stands for Maryland Independent Soapbox Federation and Incline Trail Society. But what this really means is that the kids' sport of soapbox derby has been taken to very dangerous extremes by a bunch of alleged grown-ups.
What do I want?
One. You want
want
front
number
row.
one?
1 through 4 is what you want.
Dude, where are you?
So I'm right between Fran and Tim.
Relax, have fun.
I'm relaxed. I'm having fun. What do you do in real life?
Paramedic with the Baltimore City Fire Department.
Good. Good. Keep an eye on me. Time to go?
Yep.
Arms up.
Of course, everybody assures me that it's all perfectly safe,
Okay, arms down.
as long as you don't crash, flip over, drive headlong into a truck, or otherwise suffer some catastrophic injury.
Thanks.
I remain, of course, skeptical. In this race, all these cars are built to the exact same specifications.
You're squeaking.
So the only X factor in determining the winner is the drivers and just how much bad judgment they're willing to embrace. Since I started off in the 5th position, I have no choice but to embrace all the bad judgment I can. After a couple of aggressive passes, I find myself in the lead, which no one expected.
Oh, Mike, get it!
This did not sit well with the lunatics behind me.
Oh, touch the wheels! Go.
Gonna be close.
I seem to have out-crazied the crazies.
Mike won!
How'd I do?
You won. Someone bumped you. You got lucky.
What do you mean I got lucky?
Of course, she isn't the only one who thinks I should count my lucky stars.
Congratulations. You'd have me scared to death.
That's pretty fast, man. That's pretty
Can't
fast.
see nothing yet. Wait till the next one.
For my second race, I pull 8th position. 8 seems much worse than 5, but when you're racing gravity cars, you gotta play the cards you get. The cars are heavier, faster, way more dangerous, which means it's time for a word from Fred.
Mike, what's going to happen now is you're going to get a little bit of confidence.
I don't have any confidence.
Just take it easy.
Go with it.
Oh man, this is a classic series of mixed messages from two men with 65 years combined experience.
Okay, the stage has been set. I understand the risks, but I've also felt the rewards.
3, 2, 1.
These races always start out comically slow. Pretty soon, though, gravity takes over. And in no time, we're all in the fast lane.
Oh, Becky's pulling out.
I'm pushing 50 miles an hour in this thing. But what I'm really pushing is my luck.
He's gonna lose it.
Driving a gravity car requires a delicate balance between competitiveness and self-preservation. I'm going over 50 miles an hour right now in a glorified tin can, trying to make my way through a field of fellow nut jobs with two very different voices in my head.
You never ever want to touch the brakes. All these other guys that are going to be around you, they'll eat you alive.
You're going to get a lot of confidence. Just take it easy.
Right now, the Fran side is winning, and I am downright allergic to that brake. But then,
He's gonna lose it.
there's trouble in front of me, and I need to make a decision.
All right, white lightning's got a flag. Stay clear of it.
Turns out, my own level of homeostatic risk is most comfortable outside the wreckage of a major collision. So I hit the brakes. But that's all it takes to put me at the end of the pack. I guess Fran was right. Given the chance, they will eat you alive.
Oh, that was great. Good fun. That was great. Who won?
I did.
You did? Yeah. Very nice. Very nice.
Happily, I have one more chance for glory, which also means one more chance for pain and regret. The adult drift trikes have all the speed of a gravity car with less control, fewer wheels, and no seatbelts. Plus, they attract the kind of enthusiasts that make Fran and Fred look like little old ladies off for a Sunday drive.
How long have you been going down a hill in brakeless vehicles?
Never.
No?
No, I just follow my crazy kid around.
Oh, your kid does this.
There he is.
Come on over. And where's your ride?
Mine is that yellow one right there.
A trike?
Yes, sir. Hydraulic brakes, disc brakes, go-kart wheels.
Where's the seatbelt?
There is none. It's called tuck and roll. Think adult-sized big wheel on steroids.
Dude, what happened to you, man? What do you mean, what happened? I mean, you're living a life, everything is fine.
Yeah.
You know, you're relatively normal.
Yeah.
And then one day you say, what would happen if I went down a hill on a big wheel for grown-ups with
Believe
steroids?
it or not, mud season in Vermont.
Spell it out for me.
Mud season in Vermont is a month and a half of nothing but mud at the end of the ski season. I make snow for a living. I go to ski resorts in the winter, make snow, snowboard. So you have a month and a half of nothing to do except wait for spring
Right.
and watch YouTube.
Right.
Thankfully, Australians, New Zealanders, people from South America, Argentina, Brazil, they're crazier than we are.
Sure.
And they love their gravity sports. So me and my roommate, he built one in our living room one afternoon and rode it, and I rode it and got hooked.
Told you he's crazy, Mike.
With respect,
Yes.
I see where he got it.
Absolutely.
It's a sliding scale of insanity.
Isn't it?
I'm in Catonsville, Maryland, with a couple of guys who didn't let a few gray hairs get in the way of their need for speed. As for me, my record so far is mixed, with one victory
Gee, you got lucky.
What do you mean I got lucky?
and one non-victory.
Great, who won?
I did.
You did? Yeah.
Now we move on to a vehicle from my childhood, a perfectly harmless tricycle. I don't see what could possibly go wrong.
Okay.
I'm 12.
I'm 11. All right, so I'm this guy.
Good luck, boys. Race clean.
3, 2, 1.
And we're off. Our rockers,
Go, 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 go.
because these jumbo big wheels really get moving.
40.
And there's not even as much as a mini roll cage to protect me. And then it happens. Someone clips me from behind. And in a split second, all the other trikers are leaving me in the dust. And you know what? I don't care. This is a race I just want to get through with all my limbs attached.
What? I mean, that ain't right. Yeah. Dude, you are not right in the head, man.
Mr. Rowe,
And it wouldn't be a race without Fred on hand to tell me how fortunate I am.
2 somersaults into the bank. About
Who
did? Right.
Are you okay?
Look at the rear end of my trike.
Jeez.
It is total. Completely.
So you were trying to pass me and you hit me from behind and then you
Right,
flipped around?
I was coming in hot.
Looking at it with the benefit of hindsight and slow motion, I can see just how easy it is for a fella to go from drift trike racer to drift trike roadkill. And while I'm relieved that everybody's okay, everybody else is relieved that I'm okay.
You scared me.
I saw the one trike going through the air, and I'm thinking, was that Mike?
No.
Yeah,
Mike-
look at it. I saw
No,
you in
Mike
front of
helped
me. I
pause
said,
it.
okay, we're good.
That was exciting. I peed a little, for sure. I love it. I get it. You have a hobby you love. You're coming together. You're building stuff together. You're challenging each other every weekend. You got families involved. You got kids involved. Sure, you bend things a little bit, but you know what? You got to break a few eggs.
I like that.
I thank you very much.
And so I broke a few eggs with my middle-aged thrill seekers, which is far better than breaking a few legs. I also learned that when the rubber meets the road, I am not afraid to hit the brakes. But hey, I still got a lovely parting gift.
Oh my.
These two guys created this. So.
That's for you.
Like slow row misfits. Really, I'm kind of touched. Thank you. Thank you. And I know, and by the way, you guys are all kind of touched, if you don't mind my saying so.
We knew that.
Anyway, that's how the story ends. I got myself a fancy trophy. I won one. I came in the middle of another one, and I came in almost dead last in the other one, but that's just the way the mop flops when you're out here in the middle of the nowhere, hanging on by the seat of your pants. You know why? Because in the end, if you look close enough into your own soul, you'll see for yourself that each and every one of us deep down really are nothing but a bunch of misfits! That's right.